Hello. So, gone 1 o'clock this morning when I was just about getting to bed because I got carried away playing like a game from the mid 90s because that's how I roll. I got tagged by VGamer11, my favoritist subscriber, and a great reviewer. Only done a few reviews, but go check her out. I got tagged in a challenge by, I think it was Patriot Prime, thank you Doug, to review your best fit, just the greatest figure you own, just flat out fantastic figure. And I want it to be a surprise, which is why it's not down there in the comments, but chances are the thumbnail will have given it away because, you know, I don't edit. But I've got to review the greatest figure I own, and oh man, I had a few options. Don't get me wrong, I had a few options, but I've decided to go with, and this is just spectacular. Just man, that actually stopped middle of the screen. Transformers Generations Thrilling 30 Orion packs. Man, I actually forgot I owned this figure. I think my brain blocked it out because there's only so much awesome that you can take at once. And just, So the basic idea behind this is that someone somewhere making a comic book thought, okay, we need to make another Transformers cartoon. Or comic, rather. And they're like, okay, well, what can we do? It's like, well, we can do it about Optimus Prime. And they're like, well, we've done it about Optimus Prime. Like, well, tell you what, why don't we do it about Orion Pax? And we'll have him doing all the things that he did when he eventually became Optimus Prime, but without the Matrix and without being upgraded into Optimus Prime, which kind of makes Optimus Prime obsolete. Because that's a fantastic idea. And it's really novel and unique and, you know, not scraping the bottom of the barrel, because that would be stupid. So we've got an Orion Pax, which is basically OP pre-Optimus Prime. And doesn't he just look fabulous? I mean, I personally really like these pieces here, this Cybertronian sort of stacked shelf panels. I really like it. Maybe they're solar panels, maybe he's solar powered, you know. It means during the day he's absolutely fantastic. And during the night he's, But I kind of think that if you manage to hide that, it just looked like an American pickup truck. So, you know, anyone wants to customize this and find a way of hiding the arms. Sorry, I've given the game away there because you would never have guessed they're the arms. The transformation is just absolutely fantastic, and we'll get to that in a bit. But he comes with weapons, and we'll just take them off because I think they kind of ruin the aesthetic of the car mode. Thank you. So he's got this awesome War for Cybertron style axe. Just look at that, and the phenomenally long handle. I can't understand why I didn't say handle then. It's handle. But he's got this massively long handle, and that's just obviously that's for more momentum because you know, the further away you are, the more, you know, leverage and weight and stuff, momentum. But, you know, absolutely fantastic. It's got a little peg there, so you can peg it into, you know, the side of the car there. Absolutely fantastic. And this is one of the only slightly detracting factors. I mean, this almost looks like a slightly shrunk down version of Optimus Prime's real show accurate gun. You know, it's like a mini version of that to go with, you know, a pre-evolution of Optimus Prime. And it's incredibly well designed and looks fantastic. But I don't think it suits him because, you know, he's better than Optimus Prime. He doesn't need Optimus Prime's gun. That's just ridiculous. And rolls, has wheels, which, you know, is just fantastic. How they engineered wheels onto this thing, I'm not really sure. There's some kind of voodoo, I'm sure, going on at the design office. And he's got this little screen with an Autobot symbol, and it's clear. And it's got some metallic gubbins and some funny loopy hole things that are probably sensors because, you know, everyone knows that cars see through the windscreen. That's just common sense. And yeah, he's fantastic. I love the way they've got a slightly different shade of red in the middle here. Because like this piece here is painted and still kind of matches everything else, but this bit in the middle is different. And I like the way they've broken it up like that. That's just I don't know, it's really good. Again, the black patch in the top, it's just... Otherwise it'd just be a sea of red and blue and it'd get really, really boring. So I love the fact that they've broken it up here and there. So, yeah, sorry, I was just seeing what was going on behind me. How dare people distract me from this awesome figure. So, yeah, let's go on with the transformation, shall we? Let's bring the camera up a bit because, you know, this is going to get epic. So, we get this and we lift the front bumper and stuff. And leaves like this massive mouth so you can pretend he's going to go and eat something. I suppose if you got a really small... How small is that? I don't think it's that small. Got a really small transformer, you could potentially like say that they launched from it, but this one's slightly too tall, a bit too long. You'd have to have something quite stumpy. Maybe a tiny turbo changer. There you go. That'd do it. Bridging the continuities. So you do that, and then you split this whole piece. There you go. And it panels all the way up to there. Hello. Hello. And then you're left with this, which I personally think is probably an even better car mode. I mean, just look at that. That looks awesome. So, we got these to here. We untab each of these sort of solar panel-y sections and bring them up. And, come on, untab. Yeah. See, it just holds together so well. Untab, bring it up. Okay. And we bring this section down. Here, we can then bring these sections down around and clip them onto the back here. See, just fold them all the way up, clip onto the back here. Split it, which again holds together really well. Fold these pieces from underneath on that screw there. Rotate it around. Turn this piece around, quite stiff. And you've got a leg. Wow, I mean, just come on, guys. So we'll bring this down and around and we'll rotate around. I mean, like, have you heard people praising Titans Return Cup for how his legs transform? This is better. This is yeah, must have been what? Good 5-6 years beforehand, and this is spectacular. Just fantastic. I mean, alright, you've got a little bit of a gap there, you know, where you can see through the leg. But that's not an issue. That's a feature. That's just how it's supposed to be. That's how it was in the comics, honest. So we turn the waist around, and we fold these red pieces with the wheel attached out to the side and to the side. At this point, we get them all the way around the back. Hooray! Let's bring the camera up a little bit more. Obviously, I wasn't prepared for how epic this is. And then we bring the arm pieces out on this big double hinge apparatus, which is absolutely fantastic engineering. Bring it around, and there's a little notch there that goes onto what I assume is the wing mirror. And so bring it around, and there it goes. Bring this around, rotate, and yeah, if I hadn't spoiled it before, you wouldn't have guessed. These are the arms with the solar panels. Fantastic. So I'll bring this one around. And you may be able to notice a slight difference there, where this one doesn't quite touch the body. But that's just how it was meant to be, and you know, if it isn't, it just makes mine unique and even better than everyone else's. So that's fine. Then you sort of peg the body into place, so it's there, and flip up the head, and just. Let me just put that there so you can have a look, and I'll have a quick swig of my tea because I'm talking just. Oh man. Cup of tea. Just look how amazing this figure is. I mean, I love the fact that the head is slightly smaller than technically it should be, just to give him an even bigger powerhouse kind of feel. The arms are a little bit loose, but that's just so they aren't too stiff and you can get plenty of poses out of them. Yeah, still got the solar panel, so if anyone shoots you with a laser, as you can see now, it's blinding you with the white. See, it's reflective. Pew! The wheels are just hanging out the back, but then if anyone knocks him down, that means he can roll away. So that's just awesome. Fantastic. The head is... I don't think it reminds me much of the old G1 cartoon Orion packs, but that's just because this is better, obviously, you know. Definitely. And the head, yeah, it's not small. That would be silly. It's definitely not small. He just looks fantastic. I mean, just look at it. And then you can give him the gun that he really shouldn't have because it's not good enough for him. You know, give him that. And you can give him the axe, which... This piece here, can you see any of this? Where are we? This piece here, where my finger is ever so slightly thicker. And that's actually where it pegs into the hand. So all of this, you technically can't use. But he's not supposed to, because, you know, who needs leverage? He's just a beast. And, you know, that doesn't come loose because it's badly made or anything. That's just, you know, I'm being too rough with it, obviously. And he's just fantastic. I mean, look at this. You've never seen a greater figure than this. I absolutely love this figure. He's fantastic, and it's probably... And I'm going to include him in Optimus Prime figures because, you know, he's better than Optimus Prime. You know, I can include him for a comparison to say he's better, but yeah, I don't think he needs to pay homage to Optimus Prime. I love the fact that they've tried to avoid that in this figure. And he's probably the best Optimus Prime figure I own. You know, by far. I mean, there's no weapon storage. You know, unless you want to just sort of like drop that in there. There's no actual weapon storage. I mean, does that peg into the bum? No. And it shouldn't peg into the bum, because why would he want something, you know, something thick and black shoved into his bum? I mean that. But he doesn't need to put his weapons down because he's just all action, all awesome, all the time. And yeah, perfect figure. Can't say any more. You know, can't say enough good things about him. Absolutely perfect. So I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one when you see my pre-evolution. Bye. Oh God, is the video over now? Oh, thank God for that. So what this is the P.O.T.P challenge, which is polishing old turd plastic. Personally, hate the word turd. It sounds very juvenile to me. But still, where basically you're supposed to take a figure you hate and give it an absolutely glowing review. And this thing, I mean, this shoulder annoys me incredibly, and I've actually taken these pieces out and turned them around to try and get them to fit better, and they still don't. I've come to the conclusion where that gap there, this upright, needs to be bent in, like that one. See how that one's bent in and practically touching the other piece? And that one's a mile off. But it's quite a hefty piece of plastic. So I might have to spend some time to... If I did that, I probably wouldn't hate him so much, but even the idea alone, why have Orion packs to replace Optimus Prime? That's just stupid. But yeah, so that was the challenge. Basically, get a figure you hate and give it a glowing review. And that's the one I chose because I couldn't find War Within. War for Cybertron Optimus Prime. I'm not sure where he's hiding himself. Probably because he knows he's going to get reviewed. You're supposed to tag people. I'm not going to tag people because people don't watch my reviews. The only one... Sorry, I'm burping. The only one I could potentially tag is Bisto Yeti. But I don't think he watches many of my videos. I know he does watch some, but I don't think he watches many. It's not like I can tag Thew and Pure and Bolt Matrix and TJ Omega, because no one watches these. And, you know, I'm not trying to knock anyone or anything like that. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm quite a small channel. I've got 58 subscribers. Woo! But there's no point me tagging anyone, so I'm not going to bother. And, yeah, I'm going to call it a day. Cheers.